Yes, indeed. A very good morning to you one and a good morning to you all. Now, we've got a 3-hour stint together. We've not done these ones for a while, have we? So we've got 3 hours together now, taking you through a wide range of products. But first, this first hour, as you've seen in the opening titles, it's Jewellery Box, which can only mean one thing. We've got some amazing jewellery on the show. Now, as you can see from the bottom of the screen, we've also got a brand new supplier joining us here at the Hochanda family. This is Cousin DIY. Now, they specialise in kits. Well, what I've got on this counter is phenomenal. Now, if you've never made bracelets before, you've never made earrings before, maybe you don't even know your difference from a pearly bead to a C bead to anything. You don't know where to go or what to do. But what you've always wanted to do is create your own jewellery. You want to create that stunning necklace, but you don't know where to start. You wouldn't know what tools to start with. What's the difference between a mat and a bead mat? And we'll explain all. Do not fear. With the kits that I've got on today's show will vary from a beginner all the way up to an advance and everywhere in between. Now, predominantly, most of the kits go right the way back and you get everything in them you need. And that's what I like about Cousins DIY. I've been doing a bit of research about the Cousins DIY and they're very big on the teaching side. Now, I'm not here alone as well. Oh, no, I've been in for a treat. We've got a little familiar face. You may remember a few months back, our Irene's in the studio. How are you, my love?
Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm really good, thank you. I'm so excited.
You are? She's very excited and not a bit of coffee in sight we have not had.
Not yet.
But not yet anyway. No, there's still time. Right then, let's kick off with all the kits. Now, as you know, I'm brand new still to the world of crafting. I'm still trying to get my head around the world of crafting. So our Irene's going to chip in with a bit of details that you might want to know and you might need to know along the way as well. If you have any questions over the course of the hour as well, please don't hesitate to email us studio@hochanda.com. But our first kit is the ultimate starter kit in silver. Now, let's break it down to what you're actually getting. I'll do the details first. 560131 is your item number. £20 across 2 flexible payments, or £39.99 is a one-off payment today. Now, what are you getting in here? We'll start off with your case. You are getting your case to keep all your contents on the inside. 23 compartments. Now you're thinking, well, maybe my scissors are slightly bigger. All the compartments can be made bigger or can be made smaller with the tabs on the inside. So you can now customize your own case. So if you want this whole run to be one long run, that's what you can use them for. Okay, so first of all is the case. You go do your own research, but we were chatting before the hour how much a case on its own is worth. You go and have a look at that, then look at the prices that we're giving you now. Not only are you getting the case though, you're also going to get your implements and your tools as well. Now these are your special tools that you need for your jewellery making kit as well. These are your little pliers that I must change this plaster, that you've also got on the kits as well. So you're getting your implements included. Then, this is the silver collection, for the sheer fact there's all the silver materials that you need in here. So you're getting all your clasps, you're getting your hooks, and you're getting your eyes in here as well. You're getting your bars with the bar circles to lock everything in place. You're also getting your earring clasps in there. You're getting your pins in there as well. Ball-headed pins. We'll ask the question, why do we need a ball-headed pin for? What do we do with a ball-headed pin? Then you get all your hooks and eyes as well, and all your loops that are in there. Not only do you get all these, you also get all your clasps in there as well. So you get a full set, 125 pieces in here in total. If I spin it this way though, you can actually see what you're getting. You're getting more pins in there. These pins must be a big thing. I'm going to ask the question now. What do we need a ball-headed pin for?
A ball-headed pin it actually sits on the base of a bead, so it gives it fashion. There are a few types of head pins. So you've got head pin, which is a flat one. You have let me just show you them, they're fabulous. But the thing, what I was just thinking about what you've got there, Adam, is that case that you've got with all the findings in it, it actually opens out, and I found that you can use it as a beautiful storage case. So when we open it out, you get like a little plastic case here. there's so much in this kit, it's untrue. You get a little storage section there, so you can use that as a tray. So you can always keep that, and you can put a lid on, so that's perfect. Then you've got this plastic storage one, which you can make lovely. I'm going to put a magnetic sheet in here, you know, like you do with your actual die cuts.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut one out, I'm going to put it inside, and I'm going to use it as a needle holder with some cottons and thread. So I'm going to make a sewing little case with that.
Nice.
Yep. But you have 3 types. So you have a flat head pin, which is in there. You have a ball head pin, which gives a style at the end of a large bead, basically.
Yes.
So what they do is you thread them through, and the ball will give a treat of a small ball at the bottom of a bead, and it sits snug. So that's for a fashion.
Okay.
A flat head pin is where you don't really want to see it at the end of a bead, but you do want to use it to keep the structure. But then you also have an open eye pin, and what you do with that, which these tools are amazing, you will just bend it slightly open, and then you can place a jump ring on it, or you can clasp, you know, like a little section like that. So you always twist your eye pin, you never ever pull it because of the structure of the metal. So that then will hold the bottom, and then you can thread some beads on, and you can make like a little charm or a dangly piece, like what I've done here on my Hessian bag. So this is beautiful. So onto there, I actually used an eye pin, and I put a jump ring on it, and then I used some of the wire and some crimps and sea beads, and I made a little tassel. And also you get a lobster clasp in there. So all of these things have just come in this tiny, tiny little box, and there's hoodles of stuff. And you also get, so this is the wire
I was just about to say, we've got no cameras over there at the moment, so we can't get up close.
Oh, okay.
But we sort of got the gist of what you were saying.
Yeah.
But when we get cameras over there, we've only got one fixed camera, you see, and we can't move that camera from our gallery,
right.
like the cameras I've got here. So as soon as we're over there, we'll see them in more detail, and we'll have a good old play with them as well. You also get your bead mats as well. Now these, if you are a brand new beginner, you can place everything that's already on here, and everything, so you really do set the design out. It's easy if I show you in the back of these as well. So you can see at the top, you've got all the places for your beads that you need to go in, and then you place your beads, so you are creating where you want the beads to go on there. And you're getting all of this for £39 and 99 pence. And we've not even spoken about, you also get your bead mat thrown in as well.
And Adam, you know your actual tools?
Yes.
That's not just one tool, that's 3 in 1.
Oh,
so on the end, yeah, so if you look there, at the end, you've got your round nose, okay, so that helps you make jump rings or loops. Then inside you've got your flat plier, so you can squish pieces of metal or your crimps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you move further along, you've actually got what we call a flush cutter.
Is that a snipper?
Yep, so that's, in your term, probably is a snipper. We call them flush cutters. And that's because what they do, they flush it nice and neat towards your actual item that you're making and give a real neat cut. So
I just thought you were getting one tool. You're not. You're getting 3 tools in one. All of this for 2 flexible payments of £20. Now remember, this is your silver. 20% of the stock has already gone here, and this is the only first thing we've seen. We've not seen anything yet. We're 8 minutes in. This is your silver collection. We've now already got the same again, but this is copper. Okay. So the silver ones, the details are on your screen. We're going to bring in the copper details. Now, you get exactly the same things in here, but this time, everything's the copper. Okay, so you're getting the copper look that's in there. Personally, if I had a favourite, I think this would be mine.
Copper's actually harder to get, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, because sometimes when you're going to be making probably a necklace and you want to buy all your findings, which you've got everything there. So sometimes when you do go shopping in, you know, out when we can, you can't always get the actual findings to match. So all your colour code, there's all tones of coppers or different silvers or gold. So that has got everything in the same colour wave of copper. So you've got everything. You haven't got to go to a handful of shops to get all the pieces you need. It's all there.
And I suppose the amount that you're getting in here, it's going to last you a long time. So I was just looking then, like the little clasp that you've got here, you've got 240 of the links that are in there. You've got 42 pairs of earrings.
42. So you imagine if you make just a few sea bead dangle earrings, you've got your money back for that kit.
Straight away?
Yeah, at least £5 a pair of earrings I would retail them at.
You see? And then you're getting your box, then you've got your match, you've got your pliers in there as well, your 3-in-1. Says it on the packet, you see, I wish I only had the packet the first time around. Your craft tools in there, makes loops, holds objects and cuts wire as well. These are the stuff that you're gonna need, okay? Now, normally when we do jewellery shows, you're gonna say, oh, you're gonna have to supply your own pliers with these. You're gonna need, this is the complete kit. All you need to add is your own beads, and you just wait. Have I got some beads for you on the way? £34.99. This is your copper collection. Everything is dispatched from the 15th, okay, of June. 709021 is your item number, £34.99. Right then, sea beads. Now, this is not just one pack of sea beads that I'm about to bring you. No. This is for £59.99. These are brand new today. This is your Sea Beads Mega Bundle. You get everything that you see on this stand. You're getting all of these sea beads in so many different colours. Not only do you get the beads, you're then also getting the bar spacers. You're also getting the bead tips that are in there. You're also getting the earring starter packs, the necklace starter pack. You're also getting as well your needle threader, obviously to do your needles. You're also getting your elastic in there. But the biggest thing, I think, is this. Not only do you get all the beads, you're also getting your large bead loom kit as well. So you now can start creating bracelets, necklaces that look a little bit like these. Look at that. You can create these as well. Okay, I tried to put this one on and it doesn't fit my wrist. You can now create these in your own colorways. You get full instructions on the inside as well. We were chatting just before we came on, myself and Irene, and we were saying, once you've got the knack of this, and the instructions guide you through everything, you can start creating your own patterns. It gives you patterns to start with. But then, once you think, well, that one goes there, this one goes there, this one goes there, you are good to go. Look how many beads you are actually getting. What is it about sea beads, though, Irene, that brings everybody in? Because everyone loves a sea bead.
Well, your sea beads are actually what you call your foundation. It's a little bit like the black dress in the wardrobe. You have to have the sea beads to, I feel you have to have the sea beads. Most people have a variety of sea beads as a filler. So you can either make the sea bead as the focal piece, so you can use lots of them to make this, and I'm going to show you how you can make this with sea beads. So at the front here, we've got what we call size 11 sea beads. You get those in the stash. You also have the 6mm bead, you get those in the stash. But what it is that they help you fill and hold all your designs, probably on a head pin, or you can even make them as charms. So the sea bead is like the little black dress in the wardrobe. But within the kit that you've got there, Adam, they're not just size 11 sea beads or size 6, which are quite hard to get sometimes. What there also is, we've got bugler beads in there as well. So you've got a variety of them. Now, about the sea beads, when you think, well, what is a sea bead? What are they for? Or how do I know the size of a sea bead? Literally, it's the rule of 1 inch. So for instance, if we had 11 sea beads, that would fit into 1 inch on a ruler. Yeah?
Okay.
Then if you had 6 sea beads, that would fit a size 6 sea bead, that would then fit into the inch on the ruler. But the good thing about the cousin kits as well, when we move on a little bit further, when we go on to the size of the beads and the pearls, they've actually, in their instruction kits, they are showing you sizes where you can pick up whatever bead it is in your stash, put it on the page and it will tell you what size it is. I've not seen a company do that with their books before, but definitely with your sea beads, they are the must-have when you're starting. And the quality of these beads, for starters, is brilliant. So anybody from an age 7 upwards will be able to, you know, if you're in a group, you can all get together and make something beautiful. The bracelet I've got on now, that is literally a little bit of the cord from the loom, and what I did then was I made a little beady bead and I made a loop section, and that is just seed beads that I've done here, and that's as simple as you can do. And those, if you're going back to school with the little ones, maybe you could make a stash of these out of there and give them as presents for the teachers.
No, it'd be nice. It's nice little gift ideas, aren't they?
Totally.
At the moment, you'll be probably like me, sitting there going, jewellery's too hard to make. I couldn't make jewellery if I tried. You can. You get everything you need in the kits as well. So you're getting your large loom, you'll get full instructions, you're getting all the beads, the clasps, the nylon, the thread, everything you need to start creating bracelets today. And for 2 payments of £30, what a kit you are getting. £30 alone just for all the beads. You're talking an awful lot of beads there. 105672 is your item number. This is Cousins DIY Sea Beads Mega Bundle is what we're looking at. They're a brand new supplier here on the wonderful world of Hochanda. We're so glad to have them here because they do really take jewellery making back to basics. Right then, up next, a bracelet that you've probably either got at home or you'll walk past the shop and go, oh, I wish I had one of them. But it's always one of them that you have to keep adding on to. It's always one of them that you can't really fit it all onto your chain. With this, you could mix and match, and I personally feel no one would know if you'd put some of those well-known charms, you know the ones I'm talking about, onto your bracelet. With these kits, you can make beautiful bracelets. Now, I've worn this since the start of the show that look like these. I think these are absolutely beautiful and very, very high-end. Now, with the other kit as well, this is the other bracelet that you're going to be getting. If I hold it at the bottom, so you can see the difference. So you've either got the black and sort of the monochrome look, and then, well, you're getting both of these kits for £19.99. You can then make the other one as well. I think these are stunning. And they're very, very easy to make. You get everything that you need in the kit, from the cords to the charms. It's basically just a case of threading them on. Yeah,
you just literally take the end cap, which is the end piece, and you twist it. And most people who have got those designer ones out in the industry will know that. And it's just a nice little loop to do. The thing about this one as well, Adam, is definitely, I had a friend whose little daughter, she was about 9, kept wearing her mum's bracelet, and she was very worried. Now, this is perfect, isn't it, for you to make for the teenagers, maybe?
Yeah.
And you know what, if you lost this, or it came apart, which I don't think it will, because the clasp and the toggle is absolutely amazing. It fits on beautiful. I wore one of those all day in the garden just to test it when I was pottering around. I forgot I had it on. It was so comfortable. But the thing is, Adam, is like I said to you, you can get, there's a few that are the same colour. So I've made a pair of earrings. So hopefully we can show you how to make those as well.
Yeah, so if you're thinking, well, I only want the small charms, I'm putting my own charms on there. You could turn them into earrings as well if you want. Remember, you're getting both of these colourways that you're seeing. Everything that you currently see on my wrist, you will get when you get them home as well. So you can create these. Imagine these as gifts. What beautiful gifts they would be. And because you're getting both colourways, you could mix and match the colours if you wanted to. You're getting 2 perfect gifts for £19.99. Unfortunately, I don't think they're coming off. So, 474422 is your item number for your amazing, I think these are beautiful, amazing bead set. 474422 is your item number. Right then. We're going to get to demos in a minute, but I need to show you these kits before we go any far. Now, it's the same item number for the next two, these two just here, but there's 2 choices you can choose. £22.99. So you can either go for your beautiful pearls. So you get you get everything that you need in the kit, from the tools. You also get the beads, you get the cord, you get the jump rings, the chain, you get the charms, you get the charm tubes, you get the arty pins in there, you get the fish hooks, ear wires, you get your head pins, you're getting toggles, you're also getting your 3-in-1 tool, you're getting your bead mat, and a full colour instruction booklet as well. Now, in the front of every single booklet, this is the page that Eileen was talking about a minute ago, you get the ruler, and then you also get step-by-step instructions on how everything will go together once you put it together as well. Real step-by-step instructions that are in there. So that's your pearl option. Or maybe you want some of the monochromes that we've also got on the show as well. Now, obviously, this is... well, you get lots in here as well. You get connectors, fisheyes, jump rings that are in here as well, toggles, ribbon ends, chains, rhinestone chain ends, organza ribbon, your bead mat, your 3-in-1 tool, and a full colour instruction booklet. But I can show you some of the samples of what you can actually create. All of this is in the kit. Nothing's been added to these. So you get that beautiful ribbon along the top with all the chain that's in there. So obviously that is a necklace. Then you can also create these ones as well, which are absolutely beautiful. Then you get the full chain that's in there as well to make these beautiful, beautiful chains. And then, now we've not taken these ones out of the bags themselves, but you also get the earrings in there as well. So you've got those beautiful, beautiful earrings and the bracelet in there as well. Absolutely beautiful is what we're talking about. You can be creating all of these £22.99. Now, imagine making them and make to sell. You are going to make your £22 back and 99 straight away. You really, really will. 353368 is your item number for this set, brand new today. Now, we have another set in as well. This is the natural kit that we're talking about. If I spin this around, you can see some of the things that you can actually create that's already on it. We're very busy on this already. You are shopping ahead on the website. £22.99, 195579 is your item number. Now, once again, you are getting 225 pieces or elements in here. You're getting your acrylic beads, you're getting your wooden beads in here, you're getting your metal beads, you're getting your findings, you're getting your cords and chains, your metal accents, you're getting your 3-in-1 tool, your bead mat, and also full colour instructions as well for £22.99. Imagine what you can make. Now, these are your more earthy tones that we're looking at the moment. Very on trend at the moment. These remind me of the jewellery, these two especially, remind me of the jewellery that you used to find when I used to work on cruise ships. It's that sort of jewellery that you'd find in the shops, that sort of costume jewellery that you would wear with that little black dress to Captain's Cocktail. For those little nights out when you used to sit and watch the entertainment. It's that sort of stuff, but not at cruise ship prices. £22.99, 195579 is your item number. Right then, I'm rattling on because I want to get to demonstrations. We've got jewellery in a bottle. Who wouldn't want anything else? Jewellery in a bottle. Now, you wait till you see the price on this and what you're actually getting. We've got two options here. You've got the top, which is earth. Love the earthy tones that's in there. Now, the decorations that you see on them, so the tassels, they are part of your necklace, okay? So it looks amazing. So you get all the tassels that's on there. The cord is also around the cork as well, and it's full of your beads in there. 30 minutes, they're under the easy category, so you know they're going to be easy to make. And then the bottom section, so once again, it's up to you, is the fantasy selection. Oh, look at this for a bit of fantasy. So you're getting all your purples and your blues, your jewels, your gems, your tassels on there, all your colourways. It makes 2 necklaces, or it will make 2 bracelets in there. I've got a necklace and a bracelet just to show you what the finished samples actually look like. You could make one of each if you wanted to. They're absolutely beautiful, is what they are. But think of little gift ideas. You're getting a little project in a bottle. I know it's a bit early, but start thinking about little stocking fillers. For these sorts of prices, I don't know when these shows will be back, okay? But for these sorts of prices, you could keep these as just in case gifts. You've got 4 gifts here. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8 necklaces, 8 bracelets, if you wanted them to be. £15.99, 833078 is your item number. Last but no means least, if you've got a lot of beads, you're going to want somewhere to put them. You want to keep them all together. Now you can go for a little beekeeper. A little bead keeper. This is the square shape. They're brand new today. So let's go through them. You've got your full, this is the pink option that we're looking at the moment. So you've got a pink, you've got a blue, or you've got a natural, which is your leopard print. Oh, I know. It comes in 3 different shapes as well. Your square, your circle, or your heart. Different item numbers for the different shapes, okay? But they all do the same thing. So you've got these beautiful, beautiful, soft and malleable, so you can sort of travel-wise if you wanted them to. They've got the pieces of foam that you can take out. Once you take out the foam, so you get this recess. Now, with this recess, you can pop your beads into. So you know your beads aren't going to roll away. They're not going to go anywhere. Also, you get the lip around the outside. This will stop your beads going anywhere. So should it get a little knock, a little wobble, the table sort of goes. You know your beads are firmly in there. There's a good depth that's in there as well. You get 4 sections on them. Well, it depends on what shape you go for. It depends on the sections that you go. For the square one, you get 4 sections, but then everyone is sort of different in its own way. But then on the back as well, you've also got a cushion that you can also bead off. See, I've learnt this in the last 20 minutes. I know, but you can bead off this. So if you're thinking, well, I've not got a bead mat, I've only got a handful of beads. I want to put one of my bottle necklaces together. Of course you can. Use your bead mat on the back, because as you've always learned, and I've always seen people do this, it's easier to pick up. It is so easy to pick up. When we go over to our Eileen, she'll give us more information about these as well in more depth. But for £12.99, once again, a nice little stocking filler. Maybe you get your 4 sets of beads and you get 1 each if you wanted to, depending on your budget. So that is the square option that you're seeing at the moment. We'll move on to the circle. Now, your circle option is a different item number for your circle. Same colourways. So this is the natural that you're looking at the moment. 085425 is your item number for the circle, £12.99. And then we have the heart as well. Once again, all does exactly the same job. It's entirely up to you which one you want to go for. Here's your heart details. 041570 is your item number, £12.99. So, that's it. You've seen all me wares, as it were. Shop ahead on the website is the quickest and the easiest place to go to see everything that's on there from our brand new supplier as well. We're very busy on that ultimate starter kit as well that you saw at the top of the hour on the silver, £39.99, or 2 flexible payments of £20 today. Very busy on that. We're very busy on the Mega Seed Bundle as well, and some of the natural kits. That natural kit is absolutely flying out the door. If I was you, shop ahead on the website. Remember, if you have any questions, studio@hochanda.com. We are now just currently setting up for our first demonstration, which we're going to sort of go flip-flop between quite a lot of things, okay? So if there's anything in particular that you want to see, please do let us know. Also on the website as well, you've also got threads on the website should you want to put your threads together. You've also got your 7-day savers that are already on there. There's so many things on there. You've got your MDF from that Crafty Devils on there. You've got your Pink Frog Quickie glue pens that are already there as well. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the demonstration so we can see the looms. Our first demo is what we're actually going to look at now. Right then, I think we're all ready. It's over to you.
Hello. Hi. The bead loom is absolutely amazing. Like you said, you get full instructions, and inside there, just a little top tip. They either give you some designs to follow, they give you an alphabet for colour code, but here, if you look at this centrepiece here, there's a grid. I would highly recommend to photocopy that, and then you can start creating and designing your own pattern. Okay. Now we're going to focus this on using seed beads, okay? And I'm using a size 6mm bead because it's easier to see. You actually get quite a good stash in the kit. You get 2 option colours and a sort of rainbow colour as well. So there's lots there, and you get a threader and you get 2 needles. I've actually threaded on already the beading thread, which is this. You get an absolute amount, huge amount of thread on this reel. So keep that aside. That is a beautiful silk thread to use. And what I've done is I've set up the loom. Now we might go over that in a minute, but literally what I want to do is show you how to place the beads on first. The distance that you've got of this is quite wide, so it doesn't just have to be C beads that we're going to use. It could be any shape bead, and there is a secret of the way you fit them in between the actual process, and I'll show you that in a minute. But think a little bit of open box really. Think that you could use ribbons, you could use strands of leftover material that you got in your stash, and you could make like a collage mat with this, and you can mix and match as well, so you could use ribbons, materials and beads as well. But I'm just going to show you quickly how to do the beads that you get in the stash. The ones that I've got here are already from what I used, one of the fantastic jars of beads that we get, because what I wanted to do was at the end of it I wanted to use one of the tassels. However, I'm also going to use just one packet of the beads out of the big stash that comes with it, and they are the 6s, so I'm just going to pop some down. And what you do is, to start off, you would actually thread backwards and forwards, but what you would do is tie your thread to the one side. You can be right-handed or left-handed, it really doesn't matter. And I've threaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands, so that will give me 6 beads to fit in between. If I was going to use C beads, I could probably put a couple on, so I probably would add 12 C beads because they will fit snug within the line section. So that's where you can adapt and change. But I'm going to keep it simple just to show you. And what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to pick up 6 of my C beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I've got these, they're beautiful glass ones. They come in the big kit that we're doing, and they're absolutely stunning, and they just spoke to me. They're so beautiful. And I found the best thing is I'm right-handed, so I put them on the right-hand side. I'm going to pass my needle to my left side, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift them up and place them, and they fit. If I hold my thread up, they will actually want to come up with the thread, and I can then cup it with my finger, my index finger. You'll find your own way. There's not a right way, but this is the best way I found for me. You can turn your loom just slightly angled so you can get there. So I might cross over with my hand, I do apologise. And get the needle and you just thread on top of your threads, okay? Now if you don't go all the way past the 6 of them, you can just do a few and then just pull and then go through again. But I've managed to get my needle all the way through 6 of them. I would highly recommend to do a small strand first, and this will make a lovely either choker necklace or a bracelet. And then what we do is we just hold it there. Now that has connected them in for me. That's all you have to do. However, because these are a size 6C bead, they're a little bit heavier. What I found I like to do, because I did this on purpose here, it's gone in a little bit, and that's because I pulled my tension quite tight. So if you can get a good consistency, it will give you more of a balanced bracelet when you're finished. So to do that and feel more comfortable and secure with these beads, because I'm going to bead on top of these beads later on and make one of those beautiful orange bracelets that I did, I'm going to thread up through the first thread, hold it like a D and just cup it round. Now I found this doesn't tangle my long amount of thread. Probably about 1 metre of thread is really good to use, and that then will just catch it on the side. To secure again, I'm just going to go to the top and I'm going to do a D on this side through the last strand, and now I'm going to hold it and pull it, and that helps me from not tangling my thread. Okay? Hello.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
I was thinking while I was standing here. For those people that may have just, they're just starting out journey, they're just starting out in this journey, is all this in the instruction booklet as well?
Absolutely, and also I've seen some YouTube clips which are really good. So honestly, this is just the starter. There is so much you can do. Because all you need to do is just set it up. So to set it up, you will just loop it round the actual button on the end, and you will go backwards, loop it round backwards, and you will do a few. And then that's it. I mean, children from 7 up has done this, so it is quite easy to do.
Okay.
Yeah, it is beautiful. And you know what? It's really therapeutic. So you can make your own design up, so that's really good. People have wrote probably love with different colour beads. So it's just an endless item to do. It's amazing. Nice. And you have got such a massive stash of beads there. You know, just keep playing. And then that's just the first one, and then you can just choose another colour. So I can probably go to my little stash here, and I can probably pick up another 6, and then I can carry on from there. So you don't have to just use the same colour, you can do a different colour, and you just carry on that way. And then what you can do then is you will cup it back underneath and you'll follow through, okay? What I wanted to show you was, when we've actually beaded that on there, that is quite secure and it's really good. So some people might ask me how to finish it, Adam. So I thought that might be a good way to tell you. Yeah. So what you can do, there's lots of ways you can do. You can get wide crimps and just squash it, as we call it.
Okay.
But what you can do then is, instead of adding the beads, I found to give me a lovely foundation, I've just then threaded up and down and gone across. And then because that's gone under, I've gone over, up and down. And I did that for about 10 to 12 times. And can you see already, this is going to give me a foundation that I can use. And that will then help me secure that into a nice place. I did this one with a little bit of ribbon. So I finished it with a ribbon and I made a tassel that way. However, what I wish I'd done was use the cord, because the cord is absolutely beautiful. So you get quite addicted by lots of things you can do. So once you've done your threading, there's a few options then what you can do. Don't be scared, just place it down. And say I've done probably a centimetre as such. What I can do then is take the threads and I can cut them off. Okay, I won't cut them off just in case, because I want to carry on with this one. I can cut them off and then I could crimp them together. I could tie a knot for them and then I can thread it around a jump ring. Or what I can do then is take a few knots and then I can put it into an end cap. So there's lots of things that you can finish this off with, really. Could
you crimp them while they're on the loom? So say crimp them first, just because that obviously the purpose of the loom, it gives you that third hand, doesn't it, that you don't normally have.
Yeah, and it gives you the security. So this is a working tool, so that's what you can do. For instance, when I did this bracelet, people might think this is quite hard to do, but it isn't. I used some bicones with this, which is crystals, but I'm going to do this one in lots of colours, and I'm going to use some of the sea beads we've got, and then I'm going to use some of the 6mm where the crystals are. And to do this, if you look on the back there, that is exactly the same process that I've done. And what I did then was I overstitched it. So what I did then, Adam, was I cut each strand at a time and I overstitched it to secure it into place, and I weaved it back through my beads, and then that way it secured it. And then that gave me a chance to probably put a jump ring on the end or a different piece of finding, because you've got so much in your stash, you can do that. But to do this, all I did then was, if I wanted to, I would be working up through a bead. And what you can do then, once you go up through a bead, like we said, this is a foundation to work on. I could pick up a few other beads. So let me just think of a few beads here. I could pick up just the odd 1 or 2.
As you can see, these is where your mats come in handy as well, and your bead keepers. To keep everything together.
I'm going to do it in a big colour so you can see it. And then what I can do is I can miss one, and then I could probably do like a triangle or a crisscross or anything on there, and then I can just go through another random bead along, and then I can start giving it a bit of shape. So you can use that then as your foundation, which is what I did with that other bracelet. And can you see how they cluster on top?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I could work back down and probably go through the next one. So it's a bit fiddly.
Would you say the thing with this would be, don't be scared, it's just cord at the end of the day? Yeah,
and you know, like you said, this is my third hand. This is helping me learn, and you know, this is your project. There is nothing wrong. If somebody said to you, oh, well, I don't like that colour, you can say, well, actually, I do. This is lovely. This is my way of my design. And this is, it's just amazing. You can put materials between that. So you don't have to just do a bead. You could put a piece of ribbon. So there is a ribbon that you could put next to it. I'll just show you in a minute what I did with mine. So I'm just going to put that random. Can you see how you can build it up?
Yeah.
It gets quite addictive. So you could actually make a zigzag, or you could probably do your alphabet with that, with a different colour. So maybe black, and then you could write love or something on there and make it personalised to somebody that you want. And what I want to show you, Adam, is when we get to the material side, I'm just going to bring it back there. When it comes to the end, what you do, just to finish off, you would just, once again, do a few loops. Do that, do a few loops, and then go through another bead and just snip it off. Or if you are going to do a piece of material, which I haven't got with me, but if you're going to do, say, material or ribbon, when you get to this end here, what happens is the tail will be out. So what I did with mine is, just on here, I overstitched it on the end. So as we did the D, you would just overstitch the last piece of thread, and you would overstitch it like you would normal sewing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you move up to the next piece that you've added, overstitch. So you overstitch the sides and get the end of the ribbon neatly tucked away, or the material.
So that one that you've currently got in your hand at the moment, the finished one that you've made.
Yeah, this one here.
With the loom, have you crimped off the end and then carried 2 strands up with a set of beads on?
Yes,
to make that clasp at the top? Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. So what I did there was I weaved in some ribbon, because I do like my ribbon. I then also used 2 of the strands and crisscrossed it into one of the lovely big beads that we get off these, because don't forget, these have got a lot on there.
Yes,
these have got, your
little bundle kits, your beads in a jar.
Yep, that's it. Yep. And then I added a few different C beads at the side. You can crimp it then if you want to. And this was actually one of the designs off one of those little jars as well. And then I just put my little lobster clasp on the end, and then I'm going to finish the bottom off with probably some tassels, and then that can be a lovely little charm, and that's as easy as it is. But with this one, if you go further away when you're using materials, you can actually make it like a little table mat to put your cup of tea on or something like that.
No, it would be beautiful.
So, yeah.
Right then, the details are currently on the screen. We're going to stay at demonstration. We're going to let Irene set up for a new demonstration. So this is what we're currently using at the moment. We are using the loom. This is the mega bundle. The seed bead. There's a lot of beads in this. The seed beads and bead loom mega bundle. £30 across 2 flexible payments. It's extremely busy at the moment for the amount you're getting and for the price as well. Remember, everything is distributed to you on the 15th of June. Your details are on the screen, so you're getting all those C beads. 105672 is your item number, and you're also getting the loom in there as well. As Irene said, everyone could do this. Age 7+ with adult supervision, I reckon you could give them a little go. You get full instructions included as well. So don't be scared to have a go. All it is a bit of thread and some beads. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. If you let them scare you, you're not going to enjoy it as best as you will. Really, really enjoy. Sit down, stand up, do it at the table, do it when the kids go to bed. It's entirely up to you. But this could be your hobby. This could be your pastime. And remember, you can make to sell. So you can make this money back straight away. Right, let's go to another demonstration. I'm loving my bracelets. Another demonstration that we've got. What are we looking at now?
Well, I thought, you know, that we do love the big bead ones.
Yes.
And we made the bracelet that you're loving yourself.
I'm loving mine.
I thought we could make these beautiful earrings as well, because they're quite simple to do, but I think they're quite effective. So if you are buying the kits and you want them for presents for people, maybe you can recuperate some of your spending money and make these either as a present, or sell a few on maybe a little craft store that you've got, and then make some money and probably buy some more kits. That's what I thought. So hey ho. Right, here we go.
So that's a good way of thinking, though.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
You think a pair of earrings, you could possibly even, for the beautiful that they are, I reckon a £5 and you'd still be, I think you could make possibly more than a £5 on these.
Yeah, Totally.
Easily.
Yeah. And you know what the thing is, Adam, is when I actually do get round to going on holiday, I don't always take my really expensive jewellery, but I do like to look quite classy if we're going out for an evening meal.
Well, I never would have put it past you. I wouldn't have said nothing less. Nothing less.
You know, those days will come back and I'm sure I'm going to celebrate every moment. Right, okay, so what I wanted to do was I'm working on this massive stash of findings that we've got. You know, the kit that you've got there, you get some hand tools. You actually get these, I think it is in the, excuse me, in the green, in the stash. You also get what I was telling you about, this massive amount of findings in here. And you've got the head pins, you've got the jump rings, you've got a chain, you've got lobster clasp, you've got all these. Don't worry about all this terminology. Just get them out, have a little play, and don't worry. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it, because there's still hoodles in there to play with. So what I've done is I've used the chain out the stash, and then what I did then was I got myself some hearing findings, which are quite easy to do. Then I chose 2 of the beads, which I think is the hardest thing because there is so many beautiful beads in there. But these 2 match, and they're a beautiful grey. They've got like a pearly grey on them, so they're going to go in most outfits. Absolutely gorgeous.
So just remember that all your findings, so the chain and your earrings that you're actually looking at the moment, they're in your starter kit. The details were just on your screen. We'll put them along the bottom of the screen. The beads that you're looking at now, though, are from the bracelets that are now at the side of the screen. Remember, you get those 2 bracelets, look like them well-known bracelets that you put the charms on. They're now at the side of the screen. So if you like the beads as well, the details of them at the side of the screens. If you need all the findings and the tools and the mats and the implements, the details are at the bottom of the screen. Sorry to chip in.
That's okay, my love, it's okay. Because the thing is, this is going to happen so quickly that you'll blink and you'll miss it anyway, Adam. So we've got a chain there, but you know, this is how I'm going to make the earrings. But just to give you a top tip here, this chain now, I could close this earring finding and I could make something like these, because these are absolutely beautiful as well. Okay.
Oh, look at them.
Yeah, and those are just making loop pins and just connecting them to the chain. So we might be able to get around to doing that for you. There's all these little ones that I've made with the findings as well. I could have kept going, it was just ridiculous. There's so much you can make with these kits, all very similar. So all I've done with these is we are now going to get the chain. We're going to open up the actual earring finding because it's got a loop on there for you. And to do that, you take your round nose pliers and you just twist it forward a little bit. You pop on one end of the chain, and then what I do is I just get my bead and I thread it through. And you can straighten the chain if you want to, but I don't worry about that. And the reason being, Adam, is that when it's twisted, it actually gives it a shimmer of silver glitter, and it's beautiful. So just take the last loop of that chain, loop it onto the eye section, close it neatly, and you're done. And that's your first one. So I'll just quickly do one more. And they take moments to make, but if I'm thinking that I've got a stash and I can make these, retailing them about £5 per one, I think I'm going to be able to buy myself a posh Porsche at the end of the year, maybe.
Well, I was just thinking, sitting, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I was thinking, sitting, standing here now, I was thinking, if you've got a load of beads and you do this, because eventually we will get out of the circumstances that we're in. We all know that. And we will all get back to the craft fairs and the NECs and your alley pallings. We'll all get there eventually. But I'm thinking, if you've got a stash of beads and you've got these in your stash, you could make to order. So they could pick their own beads and you pop them. Look how quick and simple that was to make a set of earrings.
But they're really effective. I think they're gorgeous.
Look at
really
that.
effective. Yeah. So what we could do as well is, you know, with the kits that we've got, while we're on the finding side of things, I also want to say to you, when you've, Adam, these earring the actual head pins and the eye pins are so long. What I'd like to show you is that if I, for instance, let's just say that I'm going to pop this onto a small bead. Okay, and I'm going to make that, I'm going to take my round nose, I'm going to twist it, and that's going to be the distance here, and then I'm going to use my flush cutter and I'm going to snip. That's taken that off. I'm going to hold the round nose pliers, which will grip fantastically in my hand because there's a rubber handle on them. They are really comfortable. And then I'm going to twist my wrist and just do small movements round, depending on the length of the further down the actual loop section you go is defining how your loop will find. So let's leave that there. Now I've got all this waste here and I don't like waste, okay? I'm not used to standing up when I'm beading, you know, it's really fun. Yeah. So I've got this whole rod left from my head pin, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just make a little loop on this section and bring it forward like this. I'm going to put in my pliers and just twist it back, and I've made a new head pin there. So I've got another finding. Yeah, so I'm not wasting that at all. Then, if I get another one, excuse me crossing my hand, put that on. I'm going to bend it again. I'm going to see how I don't have to keep getting all these tools out of my tool bag. I've got it all in one hand. It's fantastic. These are brilliant, these multi-tools, 3 in 1. Now, I've got 2 of them there. Now, all my odd pieces, so your CB stash, if you look at how many we've got in here, if you think about that, this will make me what I call a random necklace, okay? So, I've got all this left over. Bearing in mind, this is all my leftover pieces of my head pins or my loop pins, whatever they are. I'm then going to open this out and we can call it by doing this. And if I keep making lots of these, and this gives you practice on making your head pins and your loop pins and all the things, the little findings, I can start making a random necklace chain.
Oh.
See what I mean with all the colours?
And that is the waste of what you've used to make your earrings already.
Yep, I did. I just think you just need to keep on doing them. So, with all the other piece of waste that I did as well, I was making all these ones, and that's how I thought about it. These have come out the finding kit again.
Well, that was from waste.
Yeah. So when I was using some leftover, see this one is shorter than the long one. So what I did then was the waste that I had from here, I made lots of little ones, and then I can keep all of those, keep them in my little stash, and the more and more I do them, I can make a nice random bracelet or necklace on that one.
Well,
yep.
I'm sold. That's me. So now there's not even waste. Anything that you cut off, you can use again. Now, the findings kit, you are going to need a set. If you're brand new to this, you maybe all have a few finding kits at home, if you do your jewellery already. If not, we've got an amazing kit for you now from a brand new supplier that's just joined the Hochanda family this week. They're Cousins DIY. They're an amazing brand. Do your own research on them. They are absolutely phenomenal. But what we've got with these is there is so much that they bring to us, from the beginner all the way through to the intermediate and then advanced as well. Whether you've done this before or you're just starting on your jewellery making journey, these are the kits that you will need. Not that you would like, that you would need. If this was me, and I can only speak for myself, when you watch things at home, and you like me, I'll flick through the internet and go, oh, I'd like to do that. I'd like to start that. It's like when I used to gig and go around the pubs and clubs. You always want the best sets of speakers. You always want the best microphone. But then you buy it in dribs and drabs and nothing really matches, and then you have to buy all the cables so everything fits together. With this, you're getting a complete kit. You're getting everything that you need, that you know that will match. You know it's all going to work in there. £39.99 or 2 flexible payments of £20 today. You also get your tools as well that's already in here. So you get your cases. So all these centre ones will come out. So you can now have your larger areas if you want them, to pop your tools in that come with the kit as well. Not only do you get the tools that come with the kits as well, you also get all the clasps, all the eyes, all your lupins. I thought lupins were a plant, a flower. I have them in the garden. They are. They're beautiful. You get your earring clasps in here. You're also getting your clasp for the end of your jewellery. You get your lobster claws. I've learnt that today. You also get as well the clips as well. You know, like your hook and eye bars. You get those in there, your toggle clasps that's in there. You also get your little loops to put your beads onto. You get your closing ones. I absolutely love these, like your clip tubes. And then that's not all. You also get in the complete kit as well. If I spin this around, you're getting cord, you're getting your pins in there. You're getting so much. Then you also get your mats. If you're thinking, is this just a mat? No, this is a mat that you pop your beads onto, then you can pick up with your pins and you can go to town with them. From there, you also get your board as well. Now, your boards, put all your beads in so you know the markings away around the edge. In the top corner, you've also got a place to put your cord, your thread, so you know it's going to hold on tight to your board as well. It comes in the silver, it comes in the copper, either or. Different item number for the copper. Let's quickly bring that in, so we've only got 30 seconds left of this hour. Where has this hour gone? I know, disappears, doesn't it? There's your copper details on the screen at the moment. Thank you, Irene, my love. It's been an absolute pleasure.
You're welcome.
I've absolutely loved it. I've learned quite a lot this hour.
I hope so.
I have about jewellery. Lobster claws, lupins, that you don't need any waste. Everything is usable. It's all good stuff to know, isn't it? It's all good stuff to know, and it will make your money go further. Don't go anywhere. There's so much more to shop for here on the wonderful world of Hochanda. I will see you in about 2 seconds' time.